Hi, my name is Stephanie OHarra. I'm the fourth grade teacher at King's Academy in Sunnyvale, California. I'm a Grand Canyon University graduate student, and today I'm going to talk about disposition to teach. The most influential quality of highly effective teachers has been found to be the teacher's disposition. According to Grand Canyon University professor Brian Clark, dispositions are the values, commitments, and professional ethics that influence behaviors towards students, families, colleagues, and communities, and affect student learning, motivation, and development, as well as the educator's own professional growth. As I reflect on my own teaching within the school community that I'm a part of, I find that I've been fortunate to be surrounded by educators with exceptionally positive teaching dispositions. Many of the teachers around me demonstrate friendliness and warmth, genuine caring about their students, and most of the teachers where I work are committed to their profession and exercise sound judgment and ethical behavior. I do believe that I hold these qualities as well. Some qualities I possess that are not as common as those around me would include sensitivity to individual learning and needs, with the belief that all children can learn and deserve appropriate support with realistic expectations. Throughout my lessons, I try to ensure that I'm using methods to address various learning styles, giving information orally, visually, and in written form so that all the students have the chance to access what I'm teaching. I also offer many forms of assessment, from writing, drawing, speaking, to creating a project. Since our school practices standard-based grading, I always ensure that I offer ways for students to demonstrate their knowledge in a way that they can be most successful. I often work with students one-on-one and in small groups to further address the specific needs of students. I'm also constantly reflecting on my own teaching and the success of the lessons and procedures within my classroom. The desire for constant improvement is part of my personality, so I'm always looking for ways to make my lessons more engaging and accessible. As I plan and prepare my next lesson, I mentally review how the students responded to my previous lesson, noting what worked well and what didn't. And then I use my reflection to make adjustments to the next lesson. I also collaborate with my grade level cohort to discuss challenges we faced and address possible solutions together. It seems that we can usually come up with a better idea together than we can if we try to do it on our own. Despite my passion for individualized learning and my ability to reflect, there are still areas within the disposition of educators that I need to improve upon. I could do a better job of allowing students to pursue areas that they are curious about and allow them time for independent inquiry. I know that by offering more choices, students have a higher level of motivation to learn. By allowing them to find creative ways to express what they're learning, their learning grows deeper. I tend to allow these types of pursuits more often with my higher achieving students, but I would like to try to extend these opportunities to all of my students. I could also do better at learning about the diverse cultures of my students to ensure that I'm promoting equity. My students come from mostly Asian backgrounds, and while I'm becoming familiar with some of the customs of the families in my community, I admit that I have not taken the time to really understand their cultures in depth. And learning more about my students might give me insights into the type of support system my students have and the values that their families hold. Understanding my students would ultimately help me serve them better. As a professional educator, I'm constantly learning and developing. My hope is that I can look like and behave as a professional educator all the time, even as I grow. This means being committed to teaching and learning, holding a firm belief that all students can and deserve to learn, and giving them appropriate opportunities to do so. It means making learning equally accessible to all students, regardless of culture or learning differences, and providing fair assessments. A professional educator should make ethical decisions, use sound judgment, act with integrity in every area of their lives, and know that everything that they do reflects back on their school community. The professional educator's warmth and genuine care for their students should lead them to provide intellectual, emotional, and spiritual support. These characteristics or dispositions of educators should be at the forefront of everything that they do. Their thinking and actions should be guided by a strong desire to care for their students, the students' families, and their educational community. I hope that I can represent the educational community well by demonstrating these traits in all that I do. Thank you.